8 Lessons to Boost Your Confidence, Stoicism. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Franklin D. Roosevelt. In a world that often tests our resolve, confidence can sometimes feel like a distant dream. But what if I told you that the key to unshakable confidence is already within your grasp? Welcome to today's video on Stoic in Your Life, where we're going to unlock 8 powerful lessons designed to elevate your self-confidence to new heights. These lessons, grounded in both timeless wisdom and practical strategies, will empower you to face any challenge with clarity and courage. Whether you're looking to stand tall in social situations, excel in your career, or simply lead a more empowered life, this video is your roadmap. So, let's dive into the core of confidence and discover how you can harness this vital strength to transform your life. The journey begins now. Let's get started. Lesson 1. Unlocking your inner superhero. Understanding self-confidence. To truly embrace self-confidence is to embark on a journey toward becoming the hero of your own life story. As Epictetus once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This profound truth resonates deeply as we explore the concept of self-confidence, not as a superficial display of arrogance, but as a quiet, inner strength that propels you to face challenges head-on, to rise above your fears, and to claim your rightful place in the world. It's about understanding that confidence is not an inherent trait or a privilege reserved for a few. It's a skill that can be developed, nurtured, and honed over time. Confidence is not the loud voice of arrogance, but rather a deep-seated belief that you can handle whatever life throws your way. It's about showing up, speaking up, and standing firm in your beliefs, even when your inner voice urges you to remain in the shadows. This journey towards self-confidence begins with a critical understanding of oneself, recognizing your strengths, acknowledging your weaknesses, and embracing your unique qualities, flaws, and all. Self-confidence isn't about waiting for the perfect moment to feel confident. It's about taking action despite your fears. Imagine standing at the edge of a diving board, your heart racing, palms sweaty, as you contemplate the jump. Your mind screams at you to retreat, to avoid the embarrassment of a belly flop, yet something deeper inside urges you to take the leap. This moment of decision, where fear meets courage, is where true confidence is born. It is not the absence of fear, but the decision to move forward regardless. This is a vital lesson in life. Waiting for confidence to magically appear will leave you stranded on the sidelines, watching as others seize the opportunities you desire. Confidence is like a muscle. It grows stronger the more you use it. Each time you step out of your comfort zone, you build that muscle, reinforcing your ability to face future challenges with greater ease. However, it's essential to strike a balance. Too little confidence and you find yourself paralyzed, avoiding risks and missing out on life's rich experiences. On the other hand, too much confidence, unanchored by reality, can lead to reckless decisions, much like the tale of Icarus who flew too close to the sun, his wings melting as he plummeted into the sea. The sweet spot lies in the middle, where you're willing to push your boundaries but are also grounded in self-awareness, prepared to learn from any mistakes along the way. This balance is crucial. It's about taking calculated risks and being realistic about the outcomes while maintaining a positive outlook on your abilities. So where does this elusive self-confidence come from? It is not an external force or something you can acquire through material means. Confidence is cultivated from within, through self-discovery and self-acceptance. It's about understanding who you are at your core, your values, your beliefs, your aspirations, and embracing them fully. As Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Just like a garden, your confidence needs to be tended to regularly. You must nourish it with positive affirmations, challenge it with new experiences, and protect it from the weeds of negative self-talk that can suffocate your growth. Over time, with consistent effort, you'll find that your confidence blossoms, enabling you to navigate life's ups and downs with greater resilience and grace. But remember, you're not alone on this journey. Everyone, at some point, grapples with self-doubt. It's a universal experience, but it's also a reminder that the world needs what only you can offer. Don't let fear or uncertainty hold you back from sharing your unique gifts. As you cultivate your self-confidence, you'll not only enhance your own life, but also inspire others to do the same. Embrace your inner superhero, that part of you that is brave, capable, and ready to face the world. Life is too short to live in the shadows. It's time to step into the light and live the life you were meant to lead. This journey of building self-confidence is about more than just feeling good about yourself. It's about realizing your potential and using it to make a positive impact in your life and the lives of those around you. So, as you go about your day, remember the words of Seneca, "As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters." Make your life a story worth telling by cultivating the confidence to live authentically, boldly, and with purpose. Take these lessons to heart, apply them in your daily life, and watch as your confidence soars, transforming every aspect of your existence. Your journey starts now. Step forward with courage and conviction, and become the hero of your own life. Lesson 2. The Compass and the Map, Setting Goals and Getting Started. Let's begin with a simple yet powerful truth. He who is everywhere is nowhere, as Seneca once wisely stated. This lesson reminds us that without a clear direction, without a purpose or goal, you'll find yourself drifting aimlessly through life. Imagine you're about to embark on a journey. You wouldn't just wander out the door without a map or a plan, right? You'd take the time to figure out where you're headed, and you'd bring along a compass to guide you. Setting goals is exactly like that. It's about giving yourself a clear direction in life, a roadmap that tells you where you want to go, and the compass that helps you stay on course. Now think about a moment in your life when you felt completely lost, unsure of what to do next. Perhaps you were stuck in a job that drained your energy, or caught in a cycle of daily routines that felt meaningless. What was missing? More often than not, the answer is a lack of clear goals. Setting goals isn't just about achieving big things, it's about giving your life purpose and direction. It's about knowing what you want out of life and making a plan to get there. Without goals, even the smallest challenges can feel overwhelming because you have no benchmark against which to measure your progress or success. On the other hand, when you have clear goals, every step you take has meaning. You know where you're going, and even if you stumble along the way, you're still moving forward. A good story to illustrate this comes from the life of Michael Phelps, the most decorated Olympian of all time. When he was a young swimmer, Phelps didn't just dream of winning medals. He set specific, measurable goals, like breaking world records or winning gold in specific events. He knew exactly where he wanted to go, and that clarity of purpose kept him focused through countless early morning swims and grueling training sessions. Even when he faced setbacks, like injuries or personal struggles, his goals gave him the direction and motivation he needed to keep pushing forward. This is what goals do for us. They anchor us, give us something to strive for, and help us navigate through the ups and downs of life. But here's where many people get stuck. They know they need goals, but they don't know where to start. So let's simplify it. Start by asking yourself one key question. What do I really want? This is the compass that will guide your goal-setting process. Once you've answered that, break it down into smaller, manageable steps. These are your map. For instance, if your goal is to improve your health, don't just say, "I want to be healthier." Be specific. Do you want to lose weight, gain muscle, improve your endurance? And once you've pinpointed that, figure out the steps to get there. Maybe it's exercising 3 times a week, cutting out sugary drinks, or getting 8 hours of sleep each night. The more specific your goals are, the easier they are to achieve because you know exactly what you need to do to reach them. Now let's talk about getting started. Because even with the best map and compass, you won't get anywhere if you don't take that first step. This is where many people falter. They set their goals, but then fear, doubt, or procrastination sets in, and they never get started. But here's the thing. The first step doesn't have to be big. It just has to be a step in the right direction. Think about how a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. That first step is crucial because it sets the momentum in motion. Maybe you've been wanting to start a new career, but the thought of making such a big change seems overwhelming. Instead of getting bogged down by the enormity of it all, start small. Update your resume, research companies in your field of interest, or reach out to someone in your network for advice. These small actions may seem insignificant on their own, but each one brings you closer to your goal. Here's an open-ended question for you. What is one small step you can take today toward your goal? It doesn't have to be something monumental. It just needs to move you forward. Reflect on this and take action. Remember, no one achieves greatness overnight. Every success story you've ever heard began with someone deciding to take that first step, no matter how daunting it seemed. The lesson here is simple, yet profound. Setting goals gives your life direction and purpose, and taking action, even if it's just a small step, brings you closer to achieving them. Don't wait for the perfect moment to get started because perfection is a myth that keeps us stuck. Instead, start where you are. Use the tools you have, and trust that the journey will reveal itself as you go. As you set your goals and take those first steps, remember the words of Lao Tzu. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So, set your compass, draw your map, and take that step today. You'll be amazed at how far you can go. Lesson 3. The Art of Rolling with the Punches. Practicing Acceptance. Let's talk about something that's easier said than done but incredibly powerful when mastered. Acceptance. Life, as we all know, is full of surprises. Some good, some not so much. But here's a truth that might just change how you see the world. We cannot control the wind, but we can adjust the sails, as Aristotle once hinted at the essence of acceptance. When things don't go our way, our natural response is often resistance. We fight against what's happening, we lament, we complain, and sometimes we even wish things were different. But what if I told you that there's immense strength in simply accepting what is? Acceptance isn't about giving up or resigning yourself to a life of mediocrity. It's about acknowledging reality, good, bad, or ugly, and choosing how to respond to it. It's the art of rolling with the punches, of staying grounded even when life throws you a curveball. Think about it. How many times have you found yourself caught up in a situation where things didn't go as planned? Maybe it was a job interview that didn't lead to an offer, or perhaps it was a relationship that ended unexpectedly. In those moments, it's easy to get lost in the what-ifs and if-onlys. You might wonder, what could I have done differently? Or, why is this happening to me? These questions, while natural, often lead us down a path of frustration and anxiety. But what if, instead of resisting, you paused and asked yourself a different question? How can I make peace with this situation and move forward? This simple shift in perspective can make all the difference. By practicing acceptance, you're not saying that you agree with everything that happens or that you're happy about it. Rather, you're acknowledging that some things are beyond your control, and you're choosing to focus your energy on what you can influence, your response, your attitude, and your next steps. Let's take a moment to consider the story of Thomas Edison, a man who understood the art of rolling with the punches better than most. When his factory burned to the ground in 1914, destroying much of his work, Edison didn't lament the loss. Instead, he famously said, "Thank goodness all our mistakes were burned up. Now we can start fresh again." Edison's response is a powerful example of acceptance in action. He didn't dwell on the loss or curse his bad luck. He accepted the situation and chose to see it as an opportunity for a fresh start. How many of us could do the same in the face of such a setback? Edison's story reminds us that acceptance isn't about passivity, it's about resilience. It's about understanding that while we can't always control what happens to us, we can control how we respond. So how can you start practicing acceptance in your own life? Start by acknowledging your feelings, whatever they may be, without judgment. It's okay to feel disappointed, angry, or sad when things don't go your way. But instead of getting stuck in those emotions, allow yourself to feel them fully and then let them go. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? How can I grow from it? These open-ended questions encourage reflection and help you shift from a mindset of resistance to one of acceptance. By embracing what is, rather than what you wish it could be, you free yourself from the burden of constant struggle and open the door to new possibilities. Consider this. What if every challenge you face is an opportunity in disguise? What if the setbacks are just stepping stones to something greater? The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This quote encapsulates the essence of acceptance. It's about recognizing that your power lies not in changing the circumstances, but in changing how you respond to them. By practicing acceptance, you cultivate inner peace, resilience, and the ability to navigate life's ups and downs with grace. Now, you might be wondering, but what about the things I really care about? Should I just accept those too? The answer isn't about accepting everything passively, but about discerning what you can change and what you can't. Acceptance is not about complacency. It's about clarity. It's about knowing when to act and when to let go. It's about understanding that life is a series of events, some within our control, others not, and that our true strength lies in our ability to navigate this unpredictable terrain with a calm and steady heart. Picture you're driving down a road when suddenly a storm hits. You can't control the storm, but you can decide how you'll drive through it. You can panic and pull over, letting the storm paralyze you, or you can slow down, adjust your speed, and continue forward with caution and awareness. Acceptance is like that. It's about adjusting your approach to life's storms without losing sight of your destination. It's about finding the balance between effort and surrender, between striving and letting go. As we wrap up this lesson on acceptance, let's take a moment to reflect on how you can apply this in your daily life. What are the situations or challenges you're currently facing that could benefit from a little more acceptance? How might your life change if you let go of resistance and embraced what is? Remember, practicing acceptance doesn't mean you're giving up on your dreams or goals. It means you're choosing to navigate life with wisdom and grace, understanding that while you can't control everything, you can always control how you respond. And in that response lies your true power. In closing, let the words of Reinhold Niebuhr's famous Serenity Prayer guide you. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Acceptance is not a sign of weakness. It's a testament to your strength and resilience. It's about rolling with the punches, adapting to whatever life throws your way, and emerging stronger, wiser, and more confident than before. So, the next time life throws you a curveball, ask yourself, will I resist, or will I accept and rise above? The choice is yours. Thank you for joining us in this video. As we continue this journey together, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Which of these lessons resonated with you the most, and how have you applied them in your own life? If you're not sure what to comment, feel free to share which lesson you found most surprising or inspiring, and how you plan to use it to boost your confidence. Your experiences and insights are valuable, and I look forward to reading them in the comments below. Lesson 4. The Body Electric. Calming your body for confidence. A powerful thought from the Stoic philosopher Epictetus. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This simple yet profound idea lies at the heart of building true confidence. Confidence isn't just a mental game. It's also about how your body reacts in those crucial moments of life. When you feel your heart racing before a big presentation, or your palms sweating in a tense conversation, that's your body signaling that something important is happening. But here's the key. The way you manage these physical reactions can either elevate your confidence or diminish it. If you can learn to calm your body, you can project a sense of confidence even in the most nerve-wracking situations. This lesson is all about understanding the connection between your body and your mind, and using that knowledge to stay composed under pressure. Think about how your body reacts when you're nervous. Your heart starts pounding, your breath quickens, your muscles tense up, and sometimes your thoughts spiral out of control. This is a natural response, known as the fight or flight reaction, which is your body's way of preparing you to face a threat. But here's the thing. In today's world, most of the situations that trigger this response aren't life-threatening. They're challenging, yes, but they don't require you to run away or fight for your life. Instead, they require you to stay calm, focused, and in control. That's where the art of calming your body comes in. By learning to manage your physiological responses, you can maintain your composure and confidence no matter what's happening around you. One effective technique to calm your body is deep breathing. It sounds simple, but when done correctly, it can be incredibly powerful. When you take deep, slow breaths, you activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which helps to counteract the fight or flight response. This not only slows your heart rate and relaxes your muscles, but also sends a signal to your brain that you're in control, which in turn helps calm your mind. Marcus Aurelius, another great Stoic philosopher, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This wisdom applies directly to how you manage your body's reactions. By controlling your breath, you're not just calming your body, you're also taking charge of your mental state, which is essential for confidence. Let's relate this to a real-world scenario. Imagine you're about to walk into an important meeting where you'll need to present your ideas to a group of executives. As you approach the door, you feel the familiar symptoms of nervousness. Your hands are a bit shaky, your throat feels tight, and your mind is racing with thoughts of what could go wrong. In this moment, deep breathing can be your best friend. Take a few moments to inhale deeply through your nose, filling your lungs completely, then exhale slowly through your mouth. Repeat this a few times, and you'll notice your body beginning to relax. As your body calms, your mind will follow, allowing you to enter that meeting with a clear head and the confidence to present your ideas effectively. Another powerful tool for calming your body is mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of staying present and fully engaged in the moment, without getting caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past. When you're mindful, you're better able to manage your body's reactions because you're focused on what's happening right now, rather than what might happen. A practical way to apply mindfulness in stressful situations is to focus on your senses. What can you see, hear, feel, smell, and taste in the present moment? This sensory awareness helps ground you, bringing your attention back to the here and now, which reduces anxiety and boosts your confidence. There's also a physical aspect to confidence that's often overlooked: your posture. The way you carry yourself can significantly impact how you feel and how others perceive you. As Amy Cuddy, a social psychologist, famously said, "Our nonverbals govern how we think and feel about ourselves." Standing tall with your shoulders back and your chest open doesn't just make you look more confident, it actually makes you feel more confident. This is because your body and mind are deeply connected, and the signals your body sends can influence your emotions and thoughts. So, the next time you're feeling unsure, check your posture. By simply adjusting the way you stand or sit, you can start to shift your mindset towards confidence. And let's not forget the power of movement. Regular physical activity is one of the best ways to keep your body in a state of readiness and calm. Exercise helps regulate your mood, reduce stress, and improve your overall sense of well-being. When your body is strong and healthy, it's easier to manage stress and maintain confidence in difficult situations. Think of it this way. Just as a soldier prepares for battle through rigorous training, you prepare for life's challenges by keeping your body in top condition. Exercise isn't just about building muscles, it's about building resilience, both physically and mentally. So, what's the takeaway from all of this? Confidence is not just a state of mind, it's a state of body too. By learning to calm your body through deep breathing, mindfulness, posture, and regular exercise, you're equipping yourself with the tools to face any challenge with grace and poise. The next time you're in a situation that tests your confidence, remember this. You have the power to control how your body reacts, and by doing so, you control your mind as well. This is the art of calming your body for confidence, and it's a skill that will serve you well in every area of your life. As the ancient philosopher Seneca wisely noted, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. By mastering the art of calming your body, you allow yourself to fully engage with the present moment, free from the chains of anxiety and self-doubt. So, take a deep breath, stand tall, and embrace the confidence that comes from within. You are more powerful than you realize, and with these tools at your disposal, there's nothing you can't achieve. Lesson 5. The Mind Gym. Taming the Beast of Negative Thinking. Negative thinking can be like a beast lurking in the shadows, ready to pounce the moment you doubt yourself. But here's the good news. Just like any muscle in your body, your mind can be trained, strengthened, and refined. This lesson is about transforming your mind into a gym, where you exercise control over your thoughts, tame the beast of negativity, and build the mental resilience that confidence requires. Think about how often you catch yourself thinking negatively. Maybe you've told yourself, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed." These thoughts are like weights pulling you down, making it harder to rise to challenges and pursue your goals. But what if instead of letting these thoughts control you, you learned to control them? The mind, much like the body, benefits from regular exercise. In this case, the exercise is the conscious effort to recognize negative thoughts and replace them with positive, constructive ones. It's about cultivating an inner dialogue that supports and uplifts you, rather than one that tears you down. Let me share a story that illustrates this point perfectly. Take the example of Michael Jordan, arguably one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Early in his career, Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Most people would have been devastated, and many might have given up entirely. But Jordan used this setback as fuel for his inner fire. He didn't let that initial failure define him. Instead, he transformed it into motivation. He worked tirelessly, honing his skills, and training his mind to focus on success rather than dwelling on failure. Jordan once said, "I can accept failure. Everyone fails at something, but I can't accept not trying." This mindset is a powerful example of taming the beast of negative thinking. By focusing on effort and perseverance rather than setbacks, Jordan built the confidence that eventually made him a champion. But how do you start taming your own negative thoughts? It begins with awareness. Start paying attention to your inner dialogue. When you notice a negative thought, don't just accept it, challenge it. Ask yourself, is this thought based on fact, or is it just a fear or assumption? Often you'll find that negative thoughts are not grounded in reality, but are simply the result of self-doubt or fear of failure. Once you identify these thoughts, replace them with something more positive and realistic. For example, instead of thinking, "I can't do this," try telling yourself, "I can figure this out, and I'm capable of learning what I need to succeed." This shift in thinking is not just about being overly optimistic, it's about being constructive and giving yourself the chance to grow. Another effective strategy is to visualize your success. Athletes like Michael Jordan often use visualization techniques to prepare for games. They picture themselves making the perfect shot, running the fastest mile, or crossing the finish line first. This technique can be just as powerful in everyday life. Take a moment to close your eyes and visualize yourself succeeding at whatever you're facing. A presentation at work, a difficult conversation, or even a personal goal like getting in shape. See yourself handling the situation with confidence, skill, and poise. This mental rehearsal helps to reduce anxiety and builds the confidence needed to perform well when the moment comes. Now let's relate this to your everyday life. Have you ever walked into a room full of people and felt that everyone was judging you? Or maybe you've hesitated to speak up in a meeting because you feared sounding foolish. These situations are common, and they stem from negative thinking patterns. But what if you flipped the script? What if, instead of assuming the worst, you told yourself that you belong in that room, that your voice matters, and that you have something valuable to contribute? This kind of positive self-talk can drastically change how you approach social situations and challenges in your career or personal life. Let's dig deeper with an open-ended question. How do you think your life would change if you made a habit of replacing negative thoughts with empowering ones? Reflect on this, and consider how many opportunities you might embrace if you believed more in your abilities and less in your limitations. Remember, confidence isn't about never feeling fear or doubt. It's about not letting those feelings control you. It's about deciding that you are worthy of success and that you have the power to overcome obstacles. To keep your mind in shape, treat it like a gym. Just as you wouldn't expect to build physical strength by exercising once and then quitting, you shouldn't expect to build mental strength without regular practice. Incorporate daily habits that reinforce positive thinking, like keeping a gratitude journal, where you write down things you're thankful for each day, or setting aside time each morning to read inspiring quotes or affirmations. Surround yourself with positive influences, whether it's books, podcasts, or people who uplift and encourage you. Over time, these practices will rewire your brain to focus more on the positive, making confidence a natural part of your mindset. As we wrap up this lesson on taming negative thinking, let's distill the key takeaways. Your thoughts are incredibly powerful. They can either lift you up or drag you down, but you have the ability to choose which thoughts you give power to. By practicing awareness, challenging negative thoughts, and reinforcing positive ones, you can build the mental muscle that leads to true confidence. Remember, as the ancient Stoics believed, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Confidence isn't about never having doubts. It's about knowing how to handle them when they arise. So, next time you catch yourself thinking negatively, pause, challenge that thought, and choose a mindset that propels you forward. In doing so, you're not just boosting your confidence, you're transforming your life. Lesson 6. The Blueprint of Your Soul. Deconstructing and Reconstructing Core Beliefs. Think about your mind as a house. Over the years, you've been adding bricks and mortar to its structure, creating walls, rooms, and foundations. These bricks are your core beliefs, the ideas and principles you've gathered from your experiences, upbringing, culture, and society. But here's the thing. Not all of these bricks are strong or well-placed. Some of them might be cracked, outdated, or even harmful, making the house unstable in certain areas. To build confidence, you need to carefully examine the blueprint of your soul, identify those faulty beliefs, and reconstruct them with stronger, more positive ones. This is no small task, but it's absolutely essential because, as the philosopher Epictetus wisely said, people are not disturbed by things, but by the view they take of them. In other words, the beliefs you hold about yourself and the world around you directly influence how you perceive challenges, handle setbacks, and ultimately, how confident you feel in your ability to navigate life. So, let's break this down. Core beliefs are the deeply ingrained thoughts and assumptions that shape how you see yourself and your place in the world. They are often formed in childhood and can be both positive and negative. Positive core beliefs might include thoughts like, I am capable, or I am worthy of love. Negative ones, however, could be something like, I'm not good enough, or I don't deserve success. These negative beliefs can act like invisible chains, holding you back from reaching your full potential. The first step in deconstructing these beliefs is to become aware of them. Pay attention to the thoughts that run through your mind, especially in moments of self-doubt or failure. What are you telling yourself? Are these thoughts rooted in fact, or are they based on old, unchallenged assumptions? To help you connect with this process, consider the story of Oprah Winfrey. Born into poverty and faced with numerous hardships, Oprah could have easily accepted a belief system that told her she was destined for a life of struggle. But instead, she deconstructed those limiting beliefs. She questioned the narratives that others had imposed on her and chose to believe in her own worth and potential. This shift in belief was not instant. It took time, reflection, and a conscious decision to reconstruct her mindset. Today, Oprah's story is a testament to the power of reconstructing core beliefs, how it can transform your life and unlock levels of confidence you never knew existed. Now let's talk about how you can start this process in your own life. Begin by identifying a belief that you suspect might be holding you back. Maybe it's something like, "I'm not smart enough to start my own business," or "I'll never be able to lose weight." Once you've identified this belief, ask yourself, where did this belief come from? Is it based on actual experience, or is it something you've absorbed from others? More importantly, is it true? For example, if you believe you're not smart enough, challenge that belief by recalling times when you solved problems, learned new skills, or succeeded in challenging tasks. The goal here is to gather evidence that contradicts the negative belief and supports a more empowering one. Once you've deconstructed a limiting belief, it's time to reconstruct a new, more positive one. This doesn't mean you'll instantly believe the new thought, but it's about creating a foundation for change. Start by affirming the new belief regularly, even if it feels a bit uncomfortable at first. For instance, if you're replacing "I'm not smart enough" with "I am capable and resourceful," make it a habit to say this to yourself daily, especially before tackling new challenges. Over time, this new belief will take root, replacing the old, limiting one with a belief that empowers you to move forward with confidence. But why does this matter so much for building confidence? Because your beliefs are the lens through which you view the world. If your lens is clouded with doubt and negativity, everything you see will be tainted with uncertainty and fear. But if you clear that lens, if you reconstruct your core beliefs to reflect your true potential and worth, you'll start to see the world in a way that encourages growth, resilience, and self-assurance. This is the foundation of lasting confidence. Not just believing in your abilities, but believing that you deserve success, happiness, and fulfillment. Let's dive deeper with an open-ended question. What core beliefs are currently shaping your life, and how might your life change if you chose to reconstruct them? Think about the areas where you feel stuck or uncertain. Could it be that a limiting belief is at the root of this struggle? Reflecting on these questions can open the door to profound personal transformation. But why does this matter so much for building confidence? Because your beliefs are the lens through which you view the world. If your lens is clouded with doubt and negativity, everything you see will be tainted with uncertainty and fear. But if you clear that lens, if you reconstruct your core beliefs to reflect your true potential and worth, you'll start to see the world in a way that encourages growth, resilience, and self-assurance. This is the foundation of lasting confidence. Not just believing in your abilities, but believing that you deserve success, happiness, and fulfillment. Let's dive deeper with an open-ended question. What core beliefs are currently shaping your life, and how might your life change if you chose to reconstruct them? Think about the areas where you feel stuck or uncertain. Could it be that a limiting belief is at the root of this struggle? Reflecting on these questions can open the door to profound personal transformation. As you work through this process, it's important to be patient with yourself. Changing deeply ingrained beliefs takes time, and there will be moments when the old beliefs try to resurface. When this happens, remind yourself of the progress you've made and reaffirm your commitment to your new beliefs. Surround yourself with positive influences, books, people, environments that support your journey of reconstruction. Remember, you're not just building confidence, you're building a new foundation for your life, one that's strong, resilient, and aligned with your true self. The blueprint of your soul is not set in stone. You have the power to deconstruct old, limiting beliefs and reconstruct new ones that support your growth and confidence. As Marcus Aurelius once said, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. By choosing to cultivate positive, empowering beliefs, you're not just changing your mindset, you're transforming your entire life. So, take the time to examine your core beliefs, challenge the ones that no longer serve you, and replace them with thoughts that reflect your true potential. In doing so, you'll find that confidence comes naturally, not as a result of external achievements, but as a reflection of the strong, positive foundation you've built within yourself. What will you choose to believe today, and how will that choice shape the life you're building for tomorrow? The power is in your hands. If you've made it this far, you're on the path to unstoppable confidence. Drop a comment saying, "I am confident," to show you're embracing this journey of self-growth. Stick around because your best self is just getting started. Lesson 7. The courage to leap, facing your fears and embracing the unknown. He who is brave is free. Seneca. This timeless wisdom encapsulates the essence of confidence. True freedom lies in the courage to face your fears and embrace the unknown. Confidence isn't the absence of fear. It's the ability to move forward in spite of it. Every man who has ever achieved greatness has had to grapple with fear. But what sets the confident apart is their willingness to leap into the unknown, to take risks, and to confront challenges head-on. The journey to building confidence is much like standing on the edge of a cliff, looking down at the vast expanse below. You know that to grow, you must leap. But it's the fear of what lies ahead that holds you back. This lesson is about finding the courage to make that leap, understanding that confidence is forged in the fires of uncertainty and challenge. Facing your fears is no easy task, but it's essential if you want to boost your confidence and live a life that's true to your potential. Fear is a natural part of the human experience. It's what keeps us safe from harm and alerts us to danger. However, in modern life, many of the fears we encounter are not life-threatening, but are rather barriers to personal growth. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. These are the fears that hold us back from pursuing our dreams, trying new things, and stepping out of our comfort zones. But what if you could reframe how you see fear? Instead of viewing it as something to avoid, see it as a signal that you're about to do something important, something that will challenge you and help you grow. As the saying goes, everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. The key is to acknowledge your fear, understand it, and then take action anyway. Take the story of J.K. Rowling, for example, a modern-day example of someone who faced her fears and embraced the unknown. Before she became one of the most successful authors in history, Rowling was a single mother living on welfare, struggling with depression, and constantly plagued by self-doubt. She had a dream of becoming a writer, but the fear of failure and rejection was always present. Yet despite her fears, she continued to write, to pour her heart into her work, and to submit her manuscript to publishers. She was rejected by 12 different publishers before one finally took a chance on her book, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Imagine if she had let her fear stop her from pursuing her dream. One of the most beloved stories in modern literature might never have existed. Rowling's story is a powerful reminder that the courage to leap into the unknown, even when fear is screaming at you to turn back, is what leads to greatness. But how do you cultivate this courage in your own life? Start by taking small steps. You don't have to make a giant leap all at once. Confidence is built gradually, one small step at a time. Identify something that scares you, a task you've been putting off, a conversation you're dreading, or a goal that feels just out of reach, and commit to taking one step toward it today. It could be something as simple as making a phone call, sending an email, or researching your next move. The important thing is to start. Each small victory will build your confidence, making it easier to take the next step and the next after that. As you continue to face your fears, you'll start to realize that the unknown isn't as terrifying as it seems. In fact, it often holds opportunities that you would have missed if you hadn't taken that first step. Another important aspect of facing your fears is to change your mindset about failure. Failure is often seen as something to be avoided at all costs, but in reality, it's one of the most valuable teachers you'll ever have. Every time you fail, you learn something new about yourself, about what works and what doesn't, and about how to approach challenges differently in the future. Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This mindset shift, from seeing failure as a setback to viewing it as a learning opportunity, can dramatically increase your confidence. Instead of fearing failure, embrace it as part of the journey to success. In modern life, we often seek security and certainty, but the truth is that nothing great is ever achieved by staying within the bounds of what's comfortable and familiar. Whether it's starting a new business, pursuing a new career, or even just trying something you've never done before, the greatest rewards often come from taking risks and stepping into the unknown. But this doesn't mean you should leap without preparation. Confidence also comes from knowing you've done the work, that you've prepared as much as possible, and that you're ready to face whatever comes your way. It's about balancing courage with preparation, knowing that while you can't control the outcome, you can control your effort and your attitude. Let's reflect on how you can apply this to your life. What fears are holding you back right now? What steps can you take today to start facing those fears? Remember, confidence isn't about being fearless. It's about being courageous enough to take action despite your fears. The next time you find yourself hesitating, ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen if I try this? Often you'll find that the fear of the unknown is far worse than the reality. And when you do take that leap, when you face your fears and step into the unknown, you'll discover a newfound strength within yourself. A strength that grows with every challenge you overcome. The courage to leap is what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who don't. It's about recognizing that fear is a natural part of the process but refusing to let it control your life. As Seneca reminds us, he who is brave is free. By facing your fears, embracing the unknown, and taking action even when it's uncomfortable, you free yourself from the chains of doubt and uncertainty. You build the confidence to pursue your goals, to try new things, and to live a life that's true to who you are. So, what leap will you take today? How will you choose to face your fears and embrace the unknown? The decision is yours and the possibilities are endless. Lesson 8. The hero's journey continues. Maintaining confidence and embracing growth. As we draw closer to the conclusion of our exploration of confidence, it's important to remember that the journey doesn't end here. In fact, it's just beginning. Confidence, like any skill, needs continuous nurturing, development, and refinement. As the renowned mythologist Joseph Campbell famously said, "The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek." This idea perfectly encapsulates the ongoing nature of building and maintaining confidence. Every step you take into the unknown, every challenge you face, and every fear you overcome is part of your hero's journey, a journey that never truly ends but continually evolves. The key to sustaining confidence lies in embracing this ongoing process of growth and understanding that the hero's journey is not a one-time event, but a lifelong adventure. Let's talk about what it means to maintain confidence. It's one thing to build confidence, to take those initial steps, but maintaining it requires consistent effort. Life will inevitably throw new challenges your way, and with each new challenge comes the opportunity to either strengthen or weaken your confidence. How do you ensure that your confidence remains resilient? It begins with a mindset of growth. When you see each obstacle not as a setback, but as a chance to learn and grow, you reinforce your confidence. It's about being proactive, not reactive, in the face of challenges. Remember, confidence is not about never failing. It's about trusting that you can recover, learn, and improve after each fall. A perfect example of this in modern life can be found in the story of Elon Musk. Musk's journey has been anything but smooth. He's faced multiple failures, from the early struggles of Tesla and SpaceX to the challenges of launching and sustaining new ventures like Neuralink and the Boring Company. Yet, what's remarkable about Musk is his unyielding belief in his vision and his ability to push forward despite the odds. After all, this is the man who famously said, "When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor." Musk's story is a powerful reminder that maintaining confidence is about staying committed to your goals, even when faced with significant obstacles. It's about learning from failures, adjusting your approach, and continuing to move forward, no matter how difficult the journey may seem. But how do you keep that momentum going in your own life? How do you continue to grow and build confidence over time? One essential practice is to regularly reflect on your experiences. Take the time to review your successes and your failures. Ask yourself, what did I learn from this experience? How can I use this knowledge to improve in the future? This kind of self-reflection not only helps you identify areas for growth, but also reinforces the belief that you are capable of learning and evolving. It shifts your focus from what went wrong to what you can do better next time, turning each experience into a stepping stone on your path to greater confidence. Another key to maintaining confidence is surrounding yourself with a supportive network. The people you associate with have a significant impact on your mindset and attitude. As the motivational speaker Jim Rohn famously said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Choose to spend time with those who uplift you, who believe in your potential, and who challenge you to be your best self. A strong support system can help you stay grounded, offer perspective when you're facing difficulties, and celebrate your successes with you. It's about creating an environment that fosters growth and confidence, where you feel encouraged to take risks and step out of your comfort zone. Let's also consider the role of continuous learning in maintaining confidence. The world is constantly changing, and with it, the skills and knowledge required to navigate it. By committing to lifelong learning, you ensure that you're always prepared to meet new challenges. Whether it's acquiring a new skill, staying updated on industry trends, or exploring new interests, learning keeps your mind sharp and your confidence high. It's about embracing the mindset that you're never done growing, that there's always something new to learn, and that each new piece of knowledge adds to your toolkit of confidence. Now, let's think about how you can apply these ideas to your own life. What are the areas where you feel your confidence is waning? Are there challenges you're facing that seem insurmountable? What steps can you take to reinforce your confidence and keep moving forward? Perhaps it's time to revisit your goals, adjust your strategies, or seek out new opportunities for growth. The journey of confidence is not a straight line. It's filled with twists and turns, highs and lows. But by embracing the journey, by understanding that each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your potential, you cultivate a confidence that is both deep and enduring. As we conclude this lesson, the message is clear. Confidence is not a destination, but a journey, one that requires continuous effort, reflection, and a commitment to growth. It's about maintaining the courage to face new challenges, the resilience to learn from failures, and the willingness to keep pushing forward, even when the path is uncertain. As you continue on your hero's journey, remember that each experience is an opportunity to build and strengthen your confidence. The treasure you seek is not in avoiding fear or failure, but in embracing them as part of the process. So, keep leaping into the unknown, keep facing your fears, and keep growing, because the hero's journey never truly ends, and neither does your potential for greatness. What will your next step be? How will you continue to grow your confidence and embrace the journey ahead? The adventure is yours to define. As we conclude our journey through these 8 transformative lessons to boost your confidence, it's important to understand that confidence is not something you achieve once and hold on to forever. It's a dynamic, evolving process, a lifelong journey. Each lesson we've explored today serves as a stepping stone on this path. Whether it's setting clear goals that guide your actions, learning to face your fears with courage, or developing the resilience to bounce back from setbacks. Confidence grows from continuous effort, reflection, and a commitment to personal growth. Think of your confidence like a garden. It needs regular care and attention to thrive. You must constantly tend to it, nurturing it with positive thoughts, feeding it with new experiences, and protecting it from the weeds of self-doubt and fear. By embracing this ongoing process, you not only build a stronger sense of self, but also prepare yourself to face whatever challenges life throws your way with grace and determination. Remember, each challenge you encounter is an opportunity to strengthen your confidence. As you continue on your personal hero's journey, keep in mind that the road ahead will have its twists and turns, but with every step you are growing stronger and more capable. The treasure you seek is found not in the absence of fear, but in your ability to embrace and overcome it, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth. If today's video has resonated with you, I encourage you to take action by liking, sharing, and subscribing to Stoic in your life. Your support not only helps this community grow, but also ensures that you stay connected to the wisdom and strategies we'll continue to share in our upcoming videos. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss out on the valuable content that will help you on your journey to personal mastery and enduring confidence. Thank you for being part of this journey. Remember, confidence is not a destination, but a journey. Keep moving forward, keep growing, and continue to embrace the challenges that come your way. Your story is still being written, and every decision you make adds to the tapestry of your life. What will your next chapter look like? The adventure is yours to define, and we're here to support you every step of the way. See you in the next video. See you in the